What's up, guys? I'm at my buddy Nick's house. He is actually building his own Kitfox right now. And the cool part is he's using my old wings that we took off when we did the STI upgrades. So it's kind of cool. I'm checking in on him. I'm not really helping that much as I think he thought I would. But I wanted to check in and at least understand a little bit more about what goes into building a Kitfox, because obviously I didn't build mine, but it is something that's on my bucket list.
I'm Trent Palmer. I fly drones for a living and bush planes for fun. Follow along as I journey off the beaten path of aviation.
Say hi, Nick.
Hi, I'm building a plane.
This is how you know Nick is a good friend. Are you ever going to fly it on small tires?
Yeah.
No. He's already got bush wheels.
And the T3.
Oh yeah, see? He's got shocks. He is at no point planning on putting this thing on spring gear or small tires, at least for actual flying, are you? Or
No.
are you going to do your 40 hours on little tires?
No, I'm going to do my 40 hours on these.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it to a dry lake bed and just land.
Yeah, just
Figure it out.
land next to the runway.
Yeah. So what I've already done is set up all my flight controls. So the mixer assembly back here for the flaps and ailerons. A little bit of avionics. I got the ELT antenna in. Rudder cables are swaged and set. The rudders up here are in the rudder pedals with the master cylinders. I've got my panel mocked up with what's gonna be my panel. Should be kind of cool.
Yeah, well,
And
that's all
then-
the fancy touchscreen stuff I don't have.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't touch yet,
Yeah,
but
I noticed that.
all the flight controls here, the sticks.
And you did the bike grip like my style.
Yeah, just copying Trent.
Trent Palmer style.
And then also all this stuff. So like these right here, I didn't get the prefab kit. So the prefab kit gives you all of these little pieces here. It's better to see it when it's rolled over, but you can see up here there's rudder assembly parts. These right here weren't prefab, so these come as square stock.
Okay.
And then you cut them to certain parameters, and they give you all the little jigs and everything to do that, or the templates at least. This one right here was square, it just had a circle in it. Cut that out, you rivet these stops in, and it's a lot of reaming, drilling, fitting, reaming, drilling, fitting, reaming, drilling, fitting. And then there's pulleys back there. Those are the easiest thing to put in.
And those guys.
The rudder cable pulleys.
Yeah.
If you look here, you can kind of see where it touches the airframe.
Yep.
So everywhere it touches the airframe has to get glued on both sides. So the fabric has to get glued, and then the airframe has to get glued, and 2 coats of it. So I don't think I'd do anything else but this Oratex. Not having done polyfiber, I don't like to paint stuff.
Yeah.
Because once this stuff's done, it's done.
True.
So far what I've gotten done is we fit the boot cowl, put the NACA ducts in.
Those do not look actually that much fun.
Nothing's necessarily hard, it's just time consuming and figuring out how you're gonna do it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if you'll look here, this is my trial piece. You can see all the nice wrinkles I got underneath there.
Oh yeah. So this is the Oratex.
That's Oratex.
So
This is the 6000.
So for people that don't understand fabric or aren't familiar with it, I should say, Oratex is a fabric company that makes a fabric that already has the color, the paint, everything's already done. Basically, you will glue this stuff on, shrink it down, and it's done. Versus something like Stitz Polyfiber or the Stewart system. Both of those you'll have like the regular fabric with some sort of doping material to fill it, and then you got your UV protectant and then paint. This is all in one. So all he does is cuts it, wraps it. It's kind of like, what's the stuff on RC planes?
Monocoat.
Monocoat. It's kind of like that.
Basically, I started on that one, and I did these in an envelope. So these are all one piece, which I kind of didn't really mess myself up, just got a little more difficult than I was ready for. This corner here, now looking back at it, I could have made it a lot nicer, but other ones turned out better. And I brought this edge in a little too far, and these corners got wrinkled, but it's a conversation piece now.
Yeah, and I mean, in theory, how hard is it to redo that?
Oh, I could tear it off and redo it, but this stuff's expensive, and I don't really want to do it.
Oh yeah, this side looks way nicer.
This side looks a lot better.
Yeah.
This side I did second. And you can see my lines here are better throughout. This all gets finish tape though. This isn't completed yet.
Oh yeah.
So all these lines here, anything that has a structure underneath it or has a seam gets a finish tape. And basically all the finish tape is it's the lighter material of this. This is the 6000. They have the 600, and basically that's a pre-glued 600 2-inch strip that goes along all this and finishes it off. This is the rudder. This is non-speedster. So Trent's plane has a speedster tail. Basically what that gives you is I have some around here. I'll find them in a minute. But basically it gives you ribs and gives you an actual airfoil shape. If you look at this, it's actually flat.
Yeah, this is like a Highlander.
Right.
Or the early model Kitfox.
Exactly. So this right here is about a 3/4 inch tube to a 1/2 inch tube in there. And then this still has to get obviously finish taped and everything. But normally it would have a big, if you did the speedster, it has the big piece of fiberglass that comes along the front edge, and all these hinges get hidden. Now if you look on the plane too, then you put this piece of foam on here and shape it. And that's what actually gives you your gap seal.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Yeah. Again, on the horizontal, I didn't put the ribs in, so if you see it's flat.
Oh yeah, this end is a little bit like the other.
Yeah.
But it's not horrible.
No, and what the guys at Ortex told me I can do is you can actually take a sharp, so like a razor blade, and you can actually cut these little folds off. And then they can be covered over by the finishing tape. Looking back, I could have done these 100 times better, but it is what it is. It's airworthy. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's a bush plane.
It is a bush plane. No, it's funny. Being in here and seeing Nick do this makes me jealous, because one of the most fulfilling things I've been told is flying an airplane that you built yourself. And I'm watching him do it, and nothing looks that hard. Doesn't look like there's any special tools, really.
No, just a couple. Reamers, long drill bits. I've got them all right over here. I can show you. So one thing that you do need is most of your standard countersink bits that you're going to find are somewhere between like 80 and 90 degree. And that's this angle right here. And with this, for pretty much all the aviation rivets and stuff, you need 100 degree flute on these. Then you need number 30, number 40 bits, and then number 30 long and shorts. Like these 1/8 inch bits right here can be picked up at Home Depot.
Those long ones?
Yeah, these long ones. So this is just a DeWalt bit for an 1/8 inch. But if you want to get the number 40s, you got to order that, or get them from John and Deborah at Kitfox.
Yeah.
They also sell. So if you guys buy one of these, I would highly recommend you get the toolkit or whatever they call it from Kitfox, because they'll give you all these reamers. I had to go source all these out. It took me like a day of running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But these number 30 and number 40 bits, they're kind of hard to source if you don't just get them from the right place. So, but that's about it. I made a little tool carrier for it.
Yeah, I like those. So one thing I should mention, a lot of people, I guess, don't understand that building an airplane doesn't require that you are like a welder and engineer and all that. For the most part, the kit, at least when you buy from someone like Kitfox that has a very complete kit and a really good manual, it just takes kind of regular construction skills, right? Mm-hmm. It's nothing that out of the usual. There's a lot of little parts that can be time consuming, but that said, I don't think anything's all that difficult.
Well, the manual does a great job at depicting what you need to do. The manual's great.
Yeah, that's one thing I've never built, so I don't know, but I've, kind of over this period been asking a lot of people what they think of not only Kitfox kits that they built, but other airplanes, and it's pretty much everyone that's built a Kitfox seems like they're really impressed with the manual and the build quality of everything that comes with the kit. So
the hardware kit is awesome. I can show you that over there.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
The way this kit is laid out is it comes in boxes, and the manual shows you where to get each part that it calls for. Everything's labeled with a part number, with the actual part number, and then Kitfox's part number here.
All right, look at these guys. You guys know these wings? I flew these for 400 hours. Treat them well. I swear to God, if you go on ground loop and hit your wing on something, I'm going to be like, well, I'll laugh, but I'll be mad at you.
No,
but
I'm not going to do that. I'm hoping to give these wings to somebody else
Yeah.
and then build an STI wing.
Yeah, ideally, right?
Yeah.
So he's got more power in the RC planes in there combined than we do in our actual Rotax airplane engines.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't want to math right now.
Shiny, brand new Rotax.
Stuff behind a bunch of stuff.
912.
And I didn't even get the injected one. Because I want to be able to fix it if I break it somewhere.
There is some beauty of the simplicity of these guys.
Let me turn that around for you.
I love how you can move a Rotax so easy.
I know, they're so light.
Oh, what? Tundra Light?
Yeah.
This is my favorite tail wheel. To anyone wondering, the Tundra Light. It's super lightweight, and where the spring goes, drops your tail more than any other tail wheel that's going to fit this size tire. So you get the best angle of attack. There's no steering springs, so less complexity, and they're just super smooth. All right, so Nick has been, that seems right. Nick has been working on this for about 5 weeks now, like a month and a week. And how much longer do you think you have?
It's up in the air, but I'm hoping to have it done by June. That's my goal.
So that's another 2 months?
2.5. 2.5, 3 months. I want to have it done by the end of June, and that's my goal to get it up.
Yeah, and obviously there's variables, and he could run into some issues.
Which I will.
Yeah, which you will. But they say the average is what, 18 months?
18 months, I think.
Yeah, you're
but that's with wings.
Oh, and you
So I have a set of finished wings, which is huge.
even factoring the wings in there, he's on the fast track. And it just goes to show when you don't get all the little tiny add-ons and all the upgrades and all that stuff that add time to it, you can build these things actually pretty quick.
And totally destroyed them, then I had to glue them back together. But here's my floorboards.
You know, I was thinking when I got here, Nick does good work. It's probably going to be a really nice plane. And then he's just going through and showing me every little part he messed up on. And I'm like, this is definitely a garage-built aircraft.
Thanks. God, I hope it flies.
All right, dude, I'm out of here.
All right. See
It was
you later.
fun. Later, bro.
Stop by again.
Yeah, good luck.
Next time you
Keep
can
killing it.